Hello.
Welcome on board.
I think this is my cabin. Hello.
Yes,
Should I come back?
Oh, you're here? Oh, you can go ahead. I'm just going to. You want them in there just. Or what I'm missing. You come in. I'm going to build right now.
No rush. Let me get the key. Make sure it's me.
Go. Go. Some glass cover. Then I see it. I'm late today. I'm on late.
Why are you late? Why are you late?
I just came back from vacation, so I have an immigration today and it took long. So that's why.
This is me. Yay.
Okay, you can go ahead.
All right. Are you going to be my stateroom
Yes,
attendant?
ma'am.
So we'll talk later?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. I'll skip in. Yeah, this is I know with your laptop.
Huh?
So I'm taking your laptop.
No, I don't want to give you my laptop. I just set my laptop down to check my key.
Closed, right?
Yeah, just close. That last needs to do because the door is
Oh my gosh. I've downloaded a YouTube video and I don't want to shut the computer off yet. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's get this backpack off. Oh, this is a room without a fridge again. And it's an ocean view. Woo. Alright, so this is the stateroom. Ooh, a nice mirror. I like. That's a different kind of art. And right by the elevators.
sorry, I closed the door, okay?
Okie dokie.
Thank you, welcome on board.
Thank you. All right. Let me finish uploading this YouTube video before we drive away. Hey, Tampa Bay. Hey y'all, today I am back on Grandeur of the Seas and just got off of Enchantment. So did a video of how we do the ship to ship, how they did the ship to ship transfer from Enchantment over here to Grandeur. So hope you will check that video out. But right now it's a little after 1 and we are going to do a stateroom tour. And for those of you who have not been on Royal Caribbean and haven't seen an Oceanview cabin and are wondering what it looks like, is this something you should book or not, I'm hoping this video will give you the information that you need to make that decision. Either yes, this is the cabin for me, let me go ahead and book that now, or no, it's a little different than I thought it would be, then I'm going to book this instead we're going to go ahead and just book this other type of cabin. So hopefully either way you choose, I hope this video gives you what you need. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to start at the front door as we walk in. Actually, let me just know this room. I'm not sure if this is a good location or not. I like to be near the elevator, preferably towards the middle of the ship. On some Royal Caribbean ships, they have, let me turn some light on. Some Royal Caribbean ships, they have the light was on. Still seems kind of dark in here. The Royal Caribbean ships have the dining room and the windjammer at the back of the ship. However, some of the older ships have the windjammer at the front of the ship. So I like to try to be in the middle of the ship when I'm on those ships. Okay, so I was just want to double check. This cabin is in the center of the ship, so right by the Stateroom elevators. So it's a really, really good location, but it's smack dead where everybody is coming back and forth. So let's see how this 5-day cruise goes, and if there is too much noise. I know a lot of times kids like to run through the hallways, and sometimes that could be a little nuisance. Because we're by the Stateroom elevators and I'm on deck 3, most of the activity in the Stateroom is on deck 5. I don't think I'll be able to hear the music too loud when I'm in my stateroom. But hey, it's a cruise. I'm not planning on being in the stateroom too long, right? Except for when I come back to edit and upload the videos to YouTube. So other than that, we should be okay. But I'll let you know if this cabin, I'll let you know, and I'll add something towards the end of the video and let you know if this, if the location, if it's too noisy or not, or if I don't hear a peep, and it's just, and it's just a false impression that I'm getting. So we'll see. But let's get back to let's go ahead and start all right, so right at the front for this cabin here, $35.90. We do have the peephole, but it is missing the cover. So if anyone's nervous about that, you might want to bring a little sticky tape or something. You might want to bring a little post-it note or something to cover that up. And we have our usual do not disturb sign. Let's see, the lock on this door works fine. All right, that's a good to note. Of course, it reminds us that we have life jackets in the room. Our muster station is muster station 5 on deck 5. And let's see if the life vests are where they're supposed to be. And I can already see one. Let's see if I can open this door. Yep, I can already see them up top. So there's our life vests, and there's only 2, which means I think this room is only for 2. Let me just make sure this sofa is not a pull-out. Let's move that out of the way. Move this up. Yeah. Hard to do it one hand. Yeah, they didn't clean it very well, but it is not a pull-out, so that means you can only have 2 people in this cabin, which is why we only have 2. Which is why we only have 2 life vests. Let's put that back. All right, so let's see what else we got here. So this closet is a little different on some of the other sailings that I had for Grandeur and Enchantment. I want to say they all had shelves. They didn't have the drawers. Actually, that's not true. Some of them have shelves, some of them have drawers. As a matter of fact, the last one I was in, now that I ever think about it, I didn't really use the closet that much, as I thought I would, but the drawer was getting stuck. So now I do remember I did have drawers, and these seem to be working fine. So in this type cabin here, you will have those 3 drawers in the closet, as well as some hangers. Lot of space to hang stuff up. So this is a 5-day cruise, which means you're not going to be bringing too much clothes. So this is more than enough room for you to hang your clothes up in here. And then there's the shorter bar for either shorter people or those who have physical disabilities, and it makes them hard to reach up top. So either way, whatever your situation, you have plenty of closet space, plenty of hangers. And let me just point out, for the new cruisers, they do give 2 types of hangers in most of the cabins. So they have these that have the black things on them, and they don't come down. And what you have to do is just take these off like this, hang up whatever you're going to hang up, and then stick it back on the hanger there. And they also have some like this where you can actually take them off and use down here, or for whatever other reason you want to have the hangers come off. So that is the hanger situation. Now I will give you a little tip. You may have to take these down, and unfortunately these don't come off at all, but it is supposed to be there's a tropical storm out in the Gulf. Not sure how that's going to impact us. I know we're going to miss the storm, but as far as the water, the waves might be kind of high, which means the ship is going to rock quite a bit. So unfortunately, when I'm asleep, normally nothing wakes me up, but this noise can be annoying. So I might have to just take all these off and stick them in the drawer. I have done that probably at least 3 or 4 times on cruises. So just a little heads up in case you encounter that type of situation. So let's move on over to the other side of the room. We have of course, the stateroom light is there. They only give us 1 hook in this room. I like when there's 2. Some rooms have 2, some only have 1. Not sure what the difference is. I've been on both on this ship, Grandeur and Enchantment, and it just varies. Some will have 1 and some will have 2. So this one only has 1. You have the insert for where the door will come and bang up against the wall. So we have that insert so the wall doesn't get damaged. And then we have a little lip here before we walk into the bathroom. It's probably about, this one's kind of high. I want to say 3 inches. So if I put my hand here, yeah, that's pretty high. So be careful, of course, keep that in mind. Getting out of the bed in the middle of the night, bumping your toes, you don't want to stub your toe. And I like on this cabin, unlike my last one, the light switch is on the right side of the door. They also have the newer type hooks here, and they're a little bit more spaced out than my last cabin, so that's pretty good. And I like that they give you 4, so even though it's 2 people in the cabin, you can have one for your clothes, nightgown, whatever, bathing suit, and then one for your towel, and then 2 for each person. So that's pretty good. All right, let's take a look at the shower. Oh no. Sometimes they have the capsule style, which I prefer, and sometimes they have the shower curtain, which I don't prefer. I know some people do prefer the shower curtain, and it looks like this one is brand new. It's either brand new or they washed it and kept it folded for a while, because you can still see the creases in it. So let's see here. The towels, they give me 2, and I like to point out, because never know when a new cruiser is going to be watching the video. For Royal Caribbean, they do give you these hooks on the end of the towels because they want you to conserve the water. So after you take a shower, if you dry off and you're able to reuse that towel, they want you to hang it over on the hooks on the door. And then if there's any towels that can't be reused and you want them swapped out by the stateroom attendant, go ahead and just throw those on the floor, and they will know that you want those washed as opposed to the ones that don't need to be washed. And we have our 1-button flush commode. And of course, don't flush anything that's not supposed to go in there, or they will charge you $100. And they have their ways, so let's not try it. And they have the toilet brush here. Interesting, this one has the new type hook. So in the other one, they had a smaller hook, which was from the old type toilet brush, but this toilet brush fits right on in there, so that's pretty cool. They have a garbage can. Why they put it here, way up under the shelf where no one can get to it, I don't know. But it's not really a lot of room in this bathroom, so it does kind of make sense. You have a cabinet here, a drawer there, some shelves, and you also have the outlet for shavers up there, and then they give you 2 glasses. And I'm gonna move those because I really don't use these glasses, but I do use these shelves. So there we go. And me, I always like to check to make sure the sink stopper is working, because I am traveling full-time, cruising full-time, so sometimes I might need to hand wash something, and it is really good if the sink, which has hair in it, they didn't clean it too good, if the sink stopper is working, so I'll be able to soak anything that I need to do there. And then of course we have our royal soap. It's only for royalty, so if you're not royalty, you're not allowed to use this soap, sorry. It's only for us people who are royalty. And it does have the Royal Caribbean logo on it. I don't want to open it because that one might not have it, and make a liar out of me. But all right, so my washcloths here, and let me step out. So I learned in a previous video, because someone asked on Facebook, what are these extra bins for? And I have been cruising for years and years and never asked, just been using it for miscellaneous stuff. And I did ask on the last cruise, and this is the original trash bins for all of the staterooms, and they added these in later for whatever reason. The reason the guy gave me is because a lot of people have a lot of trash, but that doesn't make sense, because then they could just put a bigger trash can, I don't know. But and then this towel here, of course, is to lay on the floor, because the floor is made out of tile, and once you get it wet, it could be a little slippery, so you want to place this towel on the floor when you are taking a shower. And I go ahead and place it on the floor right away, because if I'm walking in my stateroom barefoot, as you guys know, I pretty much live on the cruise ships, sailing full time. So if I'm in my stateroom barefoot and I need to come in here for anything, that floor is pretty cold, being that it's a tile floor, so I go ahead and just leave that down there the entire time, and of course swap it out if it gets too wet. And then over here we just have the 2 mirrors, and then let's check out our actual shower. Let's see if it's in a good condition. This side does not want to turn. All right, so that's weird. Yeah, this one is actually stationary. It's not supposed to move. All right, so here's our shower. Not too shabby. Let's start at the top here. So they always have these, I shouldn't say always, I haven't been on every ship, but they usually have these clotheslines here that you can use to hang up your bathing suit or anything that you want to hang up to either let it dry out, or if you have some clothes that have some wrinkles and you want to run some hot water where it steams up to get some of the wrinkles out, you can use it for that, whatever you want to use it for. And this looks like somebody was as tall as me because they have the shower head already up high. But just to demonstrate for new cruisers, if you need to raise this or lower this, you would press this button here. This also comes off and this also rotates. So let me just demonstrate. So press this to make the shower head go up or down. This does come all the way off, and again, this, you can rotate it to whatever position that you like. All right, and then because it's such a small area of the shower that you're in here, you might need to turn around when you're trying to wash your feet and your legs. So they always have, here again, I'm using that word always. They usually have a grab bar in here, which I love because I'm always scared I might fall over trying to wash my feet. But yeah, grab bar, and they usually have hair and body wash. And then we have a soap dish here. This looks pretty new, actually. I think they might have just rehabbed this shower. Yeah, this looks pretty new. The controls, we have this one here in the middle that makes it turn on and off. And then this one here, you can see the plus and minus sign. So you can make the water colder or hotter according to the temperature that you like. And that is our bathroom. Alrighty. Okay, so back out to the main cabin. Again, this is stateroom 3590. Did I say the stateroom number? I think I did. Let me just double check. Again, this is stateroom 3590, which is an Oceanview. For me, this is one of my mini casino deals. So sometimes they offer me interior, balcony, Oceanview. I've gotten guarantee rooms where it ended up being an Oceanview or ended up being a virtual balcony. But most of my casino deals, the cabins are usually interior. But I do like it, of course, when there's a balcony or an Oceanview, which this happens to be. So I love it. I'll be able to look out of the window. And let's see, first thing as we come in from the bathroom is the floor to ceiling mirror. Oh, look at the little table here. I didn't even notice this before. Yeah, my last room they gave me a glass table, but this one will do too. It's a little small wooden table, and it even has another little shelf there on the bottom. But yeah, this floor to ceiling mirror, making sure you check yourself out before you head on out the door. And they have a little light over here. And if you saw my last cabin review, you'll remember they had the TV over here, which was totally weird. Definitely unusual. But yeah, so this here, and these walls are, if you see the panel like this, not that portion, but these walls are all magnetic. So if you need to hang things on the walls, whether it be your lanyard, just some favorite magnets that you have, if you want to bring some magnets to put up your compass, your daily compass of all the activities, that is a good use of those magnetic walls. And of course, we see here they gave me a 2-seater sofa, which I love. I don't always get a sofa in the room. I don't always get an extra seat. Sometimes it's just a bed, and that I can recall, I've always had a desk chair. So, but it is a blessing to have that 2-seater sofa. So I am thankful for it. Even though these are old, they are still quite comfy. So I like them. And then this cabin happened to have that large mirror over there, which is pretty nice. And this side of the bed looks like is the main side because they have the main cabin light switch over here. So let's see here. Yep. And of course we have our ocean view window. Usually they have 2 sets of curtains, and as you can see, there is a row up there for the other set of curtains. guess something happened to them, and those are gone now. But yeah, of course you can open and close the curtains as you wish, especially if it is in the middle of the summer and you're heading to the Caribbean. That heat will definitely make you miserable if you come back to your room and it's totally hot. So during the morning hours, it's fine to keep open. Evening, fine. And those middle in between hours, say 11 to 4, might want to keep those shut if it is super hot outside. And we have our comfy pillows. Of course, I always point out that they give us that Royal Caribbean logo on the bedding. And I am definitely going to ask if they can separate the bed, just because I like to spread out. So one half of the bed on the side where I can sleep, and then the other half on the other side where I can put my things out and be able to stretch out like that. But these are some pretty large end tables, nightstands. These are some pretty large nightstands. That was stuck a little bit. It should be okay. But these things are probably older than me and you together. Oh yeah, that's heavy. All right, just checking to see if there's anything back there. Ain't nothing back there. Put it back, put it back. And I guess I'm getting used to this little velvet covering here. Oh gosh. But I do like, they have leg rooms here in this cabin. I'm able to easily move around. So yeah, it's only a 5-day cruise. I'm not sure. We'll see by the end of the cruise if I end up asking them to separate the beds. I might just leave it like that. Back to the video. So we have the bed, we have the sofa, and now the desk area. So let me just back up so you can see the whole thing. All right, so let me just back up so you can see the whole thing. And this is what the desk area looks like. And probably got a safe in this cabinet here. This is where the refrigerator / mini bar is usually, but as you can tell, there is none, which means I don't have any. And you can see we have the old style telephone right here. So let's see, we have the Samsung TV, and we have the 3 big drawers here, the 3 small drawers here. They give me a trash bin. We have a middle drawer here that's going to have the envelope, that's going to have the folder with the room service paperwork in there for you to order room service. And then we have this cabinet here is going to have your safe and a couple more shelves up there. If I turn this light on, all right, so that's a better view. You can see we have 2 outlets here, and we have 2 US outlets here. Let's get the verbiage right, and 2 European outlets over here. And I did make a video on different, what do you call it? I made a video on an adapter that I use to be able to utilize those outlets. You don't have to if you just can use these 2. If you're like me and you bring a laptop with you, of course you have USBs that you can charge your phone and your watch and different things like that. Or of course you can just bring an extension cord and plug into one of these outlets over here. Or if you are like me and you want to utilize that side, then you can also use an attachment. And then this cabinet here has 3 glass shelves, and then the bottom one is the wooden shelf, and then the same thing on this side. There we go. And we got a really old phone, but who uses this other than just to call guest services or room service, right? All right, so that's the phone. And then here's the thermostat. So they have it in the middle. It's kind of warm because we are in Tampa. So I am going to just put it on cooler for now. And it looks like we have a little bit of storage up here. I would not use this because I will forget whatever I put up there. But if you have some small cases, or you empty out maybe a jewelry pouch or something and you want to just put the pouch up there and keep your stuff somewhere else, whatever the case may be, that space is up there and available. And of course you can ask your stateroom attendant for ice if you want. One of my new friends on my last cruise didn't know that you can order ice from the stateroom, from the stateroom attendant. And yep, I said, hey, there's a sticker on all the mirrors that says you can order ice. And she says, no, ours didn't have one. I'm like, yeah, well, you can. So if you are new to cruising, yes, you can ask your stateroom attendant to bring you ice, and they'll bring you ice every day. You can utilize the safe that's here. That's no extra charge. There's instructions on how to use it. I would just say before you leave your cabin, before you leave your cruise, you want to make sure, double and triple check you don't leave anything in there, especially because there's this little lip here. So just make sure you're not leaving any cash, your passport, things like that. And even though I don't put anything in there, I still check before I leave, just in case I decide to do something crazy that cruise. But y'all, that is the room tour for cabin at 3590 here on the Grandeur of the Seas. And again, I hope that this was helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I am going to be on this ship for 3 different sailings, a 5-day, a 4-day, and a 5-day, all back to back. So 2 weeks straight. So hopefully I will get this video up before my last hopefully I'll get this video up before my last leg of the cruise. And if you have any questions about it, then let me know. If you're watching this from the future and I am no longer on this ship, hey friends from the future, then still go ahead and leave me a question or comment below, and if I have the answer, I will let you know. And if not, I'm going to be sailing for at least 18 months, so I will have access to different crews on other ships, and they may be able to help me out with the answer if I don't have it. So again, ask away, let me know your questions, your comments, and as usual, I hope to see you on the next cruise. Someone's probably going to be wondering, does this TV swivel or not, and does it have the HDMI cable? So let's check it. Pull it out. Okay, if I pull it out, it automatically comes. Okay, so it swivels all the way so you can see it on the bed. Be able to see it. Yeah, push it all the way over here. So if you're sitting at the desk, it's facing that way, and then back here if you're sitting on the sofa. So yeah, this swivels pretty good, and it has 2 HDMI ports, so we'll be able to connect to this TV. And let's see the source button. Source button, you can barely see them here, but there's source, there's menu, volume down, volume up, channel down, channel up, power. So the source button, if we press this, so yeah, let's switch it over like that. And now, switch it back. See how many channels we get. Let's go. 1. All good? Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Thanks, you too. Okay, so my drawers were crooked. One of them was off the hinges, and now it is fixed. So yay!